.50 horizontal, data rate 11.914. Joined by Nevada student athletes DJ Fenner, Cameron Oliver, Marcus Marshall, and Jordan Caroline. Questions, please.
Marcus, Chad Graff from the St. Paul Pioneer Press. Going back to when you were looking at schools to transfer to, did you ever look at transferring close to home? What was that process like, and how did you end up choosing Nevada?
Yeah, originally I was deciding on, transferring closer to home. But Coach Musselman gave me a call like a couple months after I decided to transfer, and I just liked what he talked about, and, he told me he was going to change the program around. And as you can see, it's heading in the right direction, so I'm glad I made my decision.
What has your senior year been like with this team?
It's been great. Obviously, it's one of my best. Well, it is the best college year I had as far as playing. I kind of had an up and down college career, but just ending it on a good note and winning a couple championships and playing with these guys up here and having a chance to play in my first NCAA tournament, it's great.
And just lastly, what were some of the schools closer to home you were thinking of transferring to?
Minnesota, Iowa, Creighton. I actually looked at Iowa State, which is kind of weird, but I really don't think about it too much. I'm happy with my decision to come to Nevada.
Maybe for DJ and Cam, it seems like these two teams are really similar in kind of how they like to play and what they want to do on the basketball court. I guess what would you say is the biggest difference between you guys and Iowa State?
I think the biggest difference, I'm with these guys every day, so obviously I'm biased. We work really hard. We're with each other all the time, on the court and off the court. So I think we have a really high team chemistry. Not to say that Iowa State doesn't. They're a great team, but just knowing these guys I play with, knowing my brothers, we're really close on and off the court, and we play really hard.
Just piggyback off what DJ said. I think the same thing. We're with each other every single day. Off the court and on the court. So pretty much our hard work is going to be a real. We showcase that a lot. We never give up on anything that we put our mind into. There's no knock on Iowa State. I'm pretty sure they work as hard as we do, but I'm pretty sure we're a little bit of hard workers than they are.
DJ, you guys are obviously the lower seed. Do you go into this with a nothing to lose kind of mindset, or is there a different approach that you guys are taking to this game?
We approach this game like we approach every game, and that's expecting to win and expecting to go out there and play hard and give it our all. Regardless if it's Iowa State, Colorado State, it doesn't. North Carolina, it doesn't matter because we play on the same basketball court, we dribble the same ball, and we go out there to win and we go out there to play hard.
Jordan, fairly close to home for you. Are you gonna have a lot of family here? And I guess when you saw Minnesota or Milwaukee, I guess what was your thought?
I was excited. It's cold, but it's good that my family can travel. And I have family here in Milwaukee too, so it's pretty cool that we'll have a good fan base from at least my family here.
Marcus, will you have any friends or family make the trip out, or do you still have friends or family in the St. Paul area?
Yeah, obviously that's where I'm from, so I have a decent amount of family coming out.
Any other questions? Guys, thank you. Good luck tomorrow night. Questions for Nevada head coach Eric Musselman, please.
Coach, going back to Marcus's recruitment as he was looking to transfer, he said he was looking to go back closer to home. How were you able to convince him to come and join your program?
You don't think Nevada's that close to Minneapolis, St. Paul? I think that, Marcus was, he might have wanted to stay closer to home, but I think he also was looking for certain things. He wanted to play in a system and a style that resembled the next level. His father was involved in the recruiting, and I think his father was familiar with, my dad's past, so to speak, and so once the more we started talking, the more there was a connection, and he actually committed without coming on a visit, and then he committed verbally, and then he came on the visit. So, it was just two people that the more we talked philosophically on what he was looking for and what we were looking for, and it's unique with the sit one, play one. And it was, he was our first guy that committed to us as a new staff.
Must have been a heck of a phone call if he was able to commit
It wasn't one phone call. It was several. But the more we talked, and his dad got involved, and he's a guy that, to be able to score like he has and contribute like he has, and with just 1 year to play, because we centered a lot of what we do around him.
You mentioned his dad sort of knowing your dad's past. Is that from a Minnesota connection, you think?
Yep. Yes, sir.
And what has he brought to your team? Obviously, the stats speak for themselves, but what has he been able to do in just 1 year with you guys?
Well, I think the big thing was last year, because our guys had to guard him every day in practice, that he helped our team last year, being on the scout team. And I thought that all of our three sit-out guys really contributed to last year's success, just like the four guys that we have sitting out now. But our guys knew coming into the year, because they faced Marcus on a daily basis in practice, I think that they knew that they were going to, they were adding a new guy this year that was really going to score points for us. And the thing that makes Marcus really unique is he's an excellent passer. He's got great court vision, and he's really, really unselfish, almost to a fault. I mean, in the Mountain West tournament, we would go to him over and over and over, and he defers a little bit too often at times. We've talked to him about trying to be a little bit more selfish when we need buckets.
You guys have defended the three well all year long. Obviously, that's a big aspect to their game. What is it about you guys that been so successful there, and how important will it be tomorrow?
Well, we understand that Iowa State can really, really shoot the basketball, and they do a great job of sharing the ball, and it's almost like the ball has eyes for them. And so we're going to just do what we've always done all year, and we'll designate who we feel their top three-point shooters are, and try not to give up too much airspace to those guys, and contest with the high hand. And I don't think we do anything special defending the three. I think that what we do is we identify who we would like to try to pay special attention to. But we have done a really good job of that all year, of identifying and getting to guys as quick as we possibly can before they release the ball.
How crazy has this season already been for Hallis Cook, and I guess what are you kind of expecting for him down the road? Well,
Hallis is, he's gone through a lot. He's made the decision to come to Nevada, and then there was the, the heart situation, and through further tests, and now he's playing and practicing, and he's happy. But it was, at one point he was basically a student coach / student manager, and had a great attitude through that really difficult time until he was cleared to play again with his heart. And he's a guy that's become close with our coaching staff because he's been around us a lot when he wasn't able to practice. And we're just so happy for him and his family that he's been cleared to play. And I think next year he's going to have a really big impact for us.
Coach, how has Marcus approaching the opportunity to go head-to-head with Monte Morris, who's widely known as one of the top point guards in the country?
I mean, our whole program has great respect for what Monte's done as a basketball player, and they're on TV a lot, so our guys are overly familiar with some of the personnel at Iowa State because, again, we watch them on our off nights, and they're always on some network, and having said that, I think Marcus gets up for every game. I don't think that tomorrow is any different. I mean, the one thing we've tried to pride ourselves on is just competing. Doesn't matter who we play against. And Marcus is a guy who's a great competitor on both sides of the ball. But again, we understand Marcus as well as the other guys that'll have to defend Morris, what a special player he is.
Speaking of Monte Morris, what kind of pro potential do you think he has?
I'll probably be able to give you a little bit better feel after tomorrow when I see him live. But on film, great court vision, really unselfish, makes other players around him better, creates steals defensively, can knock down the three ball, excellent splitting pick and rolls. So he's got the whole package, rebounds for his position. He's got a really bright future because of he's able to do so many things well. Again, I'll probably have a little bit better feel after seeing him live, but what I see on tape is one of the best point guards in the entire country.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.